Hi everyone and welcome back to the Lilac House. My name is Crystal. I'm glad you are here. I have a special video for you today. We are organizing my pantry. And when I say my pantry, I mean my food cupboard. Because we don't have a pantry, we live in a very small house. And this cupboard has just had a lot of things shoved into it, thrown into it. There has been no system. So I went to my favorite store, the Dollar Tree, and I bought a few things and it transformed this space. Let's get into this food cupboard pantry transformation. No pantry, no problem. Like I said in the intro, we don't have a pantry, but we do have a dedicated cupboard for our food. As you can see, our pantry needed a refresh. It did not have a system. So I headed to my favorite store, the Dollar Tree, and I picked up a few essentials. The first thing I do when I organize a space is I clear it out. I remove everything from the space and I store like things together. This is my favorite protein powder, and I always have 3 or 4 on hand. One of my main goals with my cupboard transformation was that I wanted to contain my protein powder. Even though this pantry is small, it can hold a lot of food. Please give this video a thumbs up so I know to make more content like this. One of the great things about removing all of the food from your area is that you can declutter along the way. Decluttering your food helps you go through all of the food you have that is on hand. It helps you see what needs to be used. You can also remove the food that has expired or even donate food your family won't eat. It's wonderful to go through your food often so you know what you have on hand, which saves you money in the long run. I do dream of a day when I have a larger pantry and a real pantry, but I will be honest and say that I am a fan of a smaller food cupboard pantry. It definitely has its perks. We can only buy what we can fit, and we end up having less food waste because we know what we have and we eat it so we can buy more. Next, you'll clean the area. I love cleaning the surface even if there isn't a big mess because it gives it such a nice refresh. Next, you'll place the containers. One of the reasons I love using organizing containers from the Dollar Tree is because this is not our forever home. In fact, we are hoping to move within the next 2 years, and I don't want to spend a lot of money on things that may not fit in our next home. Please comment below if you would like to see a video of all of my favorite Dollar Tree organizing containers. So I used a spice rack from the Dollar Tree. I wanted to be able to see which canned items I had on hand. It wasn't extremely sturdy, but I did place 2 cans of tuna on each side, and it helped it stabilize it better. I always have tuna or canned chicken on hand, so I will just use them there. I also like the spice rack because I could fit smaller canned items below it, and I place canned items that I don't use very often underneath, like sweetened condensed milk. I picked up a shelf riser, which you probably already know is my favorite. And I'll link my other organizational videos below where I use them. And then I use these narrow pull-out containers. So we have a lot of snack bars, applesauces, and juice mixes, and I thought these would be perfect for them. These containers were also the perfect size for Jell-O and pudding. They also fit the True Lemon juice packet boxes perfectly, and my little hack is that I trim the top of the juice packet so they can stay in their flavor box, and it's so easy to find the kind you want. So I just trim the top and I put them in the container. After playing Tetris for a bit, I finally came up with a great organizational system. The shocking thing is that this whole system cost me less than $12. One of the things I love to do is contain the item. So the items that used to be shoved in the back are now in the bin. That way I can grab the entire container and see what kind of items I have. Now I know I have 4 cake mixes. My nut butter container is the perfect example of not buying more than you can store. If I had a larger pantry, I would probably have 5 peanut butters on hand at all times. Now I can only fit 2. I ended up putting all of my protein powder in one of these amazing white bins from the Dollar Tree. I fit 4 proteins in one bin. I know I can't buy more until I use one up first, or they will not have a place in my cupboard. This has worked so well for our family. In the morning, when I'm making a protein shake or protein oatmeal, I just grab the entire container and I pick my flavor. I put all of the condiments together, and I put noodles, grains, and raisins together in a separate bin. I had some larger items like apple cider vinegar that I put in between the larger containers, so I ended up using all of the space in the cupboard. Wow, we really did need a better organizational system for our food pantry cupboard. I am obsessed with the way everything turned out. It's been easy for my family to find what they are looking for and to return the items back to where they belong. I am so glad I did this. I hope this food cupboard pantry transformation motivated you to find joy in your space. I am so glad you came today, and I hope you remember that you are amazing and you are loved. I'll see you next time on the Lilac House. Bye.